Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back for the reading for what is he, she, they doing in the unseen, hidden, dark realm. What do you need to know? So we are back to our, I think what is going to be our weekly reading for this particular reading, as it seems to be attention getting for viewers out there. And like I said, this is something I practiced over many, many years, and unfortunately and fortunately, it tended to be true to nature, true to the reading. It was never wrong. So just those things that we all need to know, because often in the world we live in, we are tending to be overpowered by negative or bad or low vibration behaviors, right? That tends to go hand in hand, especially this day and age. And just as a general thing, it's one of those things where there's usually a minuscule amount of people who live in a high vibrational energy. It tends to be, unfortunately, the lower vibrations that tend to always show their face. However, when those things go south, or things are going on in the background, come hell or high water, it always comes out in the wash, or it's always creeping up through the floorboards for the truth to be seen or known. Okay, so this particular reading, like I said, I just do like a, I don't know, a 5 to a 7 to a 10 card draw, and I had somebody in the comment section said they would like to see them be a little bit longer, so I might pull a few more cards today. But our overall general messages and intuitive messages for this particular reading is someone talks way too much. So someone is just constantly talking, nattering. It's somebody who just goes on and on, and chances are, I hate to use this term, but never shuts up. And they have a listening problem. And so to me, when I see this come up, this message, it's like, maybe the person who knows communication would be vital to a relationship or a partnership, but excels at talking way too much and totally is a total complete failure at the listening part. So someone who just never shuts up and goes on and on and on, and they will never hear what you have to say, nor do they want to hear what you have to say. So a listening problem, a communication problem, take it as it lands, okay? So there's something else that came up, and this was twice over. There's some major decisions or choices that have to be made, and that also came with accountability, okay? So that means every time that comes up, it's the accountability when things eventually surface through the floorboards or come out in the wash. It's like somebody being held accountable for their actions, what they say, what they didn't say, what they did, what they didn't do. It's those kind of things. And every time I see that one particular card coming out in the pre-spread, it always reminds me of the pearly gates. You've kind of the energy of you met your maker, and you will be called upon on what you've done in a bad spot, and you're going to have to answer. So something to do with choices to be made, but it's due around accountability energy or accountability topics. Subject matter can be anything. This reading is involved with a household, a house, a home. It can be a relationship within that house and home, and take it as a relationships over a home or property or something like that. But it's home-based, household-based, with relationships either surrounding that household or that home, or within that house or that home. Okay, and it definitely can, of course, be family matters. And something else that came up that I actually in the pre-shuffle and the pre-spread, I never actually had this card come up before, but it's illegal conduct or hidden deception, and this can be in money, it can be financial affairs, assets, it can, and also to be with relationships or love matters. So things under the table. That's exactly what came up, is things being slid under the table, out of sight, out of mind, a little bit of a slippery energy. So take that as it lands. And I just noticed I did not light the candle, so we'll do that. And these readings tend to be on the negative side, like I said, for the reasons at the beginning of the reading. But sometimes these readings are not always bad, because sometimes I'm really hoping that we will get a really nice, positive hidden spread, things, maybe somebody doing something nice for you in the background that you don't know about, but for the most part it tends to be on the negative value. So we will take a card or two from this deck and we'll see what is going on. Okay, yes, money values. Okay. This has got to do with money, assets, tangible areas. This can have to do with money payouts, insurance payouts, estate affairs, inheritances. This can be bank account money. This can be shared money, shared resources, investments. This is money, tangible assets in any way, shape, and form. So like I said, this has got something to do with something going on underneath the table, behind the scenes, or maybe people are conducting business that you're supposed to know about, but you don't know about. And, when I see this, this is like eventually this is going to be shed out to the open. There's going to be light shed on this. It's going to come out in the wash. It's going to be surfaced through the floorboard. So whatever you're missing is going to surface. So when I see this, again, money, tangible assets, like I said, inheritance, anything to do with money and finances in any way, shape, and form. But there's going to be some sort of communication, or somebody lets something out of the bag, or you notice a detail or communication with maybe paperwork or something. But when we have this little guy here, that's our little Mercury sign, and that's about news, information, communication. Somebody says something, somebody sees something, you find something out, you learn something looks different. And again, in that monetary, tangible asset realm, okay? So we're going to pull another card. And that just confirms our intuitive messages that we do. Okay, so we have some unexpected things flopping in here. Okay, so we have the Tower. So this is the surprise, the shock value of something going on. This is unexpected events, unexpected people, shock, surprise. It's going to be somebody's breakdown, but that breakdown is going to be somebody's breakthrough. So this is chaos. This is like somebody's getting caught doing something they're not supposed to be doing, and it comes as a shock value. Or maybe you can't quite believe what went on. This has got Mars. And so this can be actually, Mars is our god of war, right? There our action, our ambition, our initiative, those kind of things. But this is almost like shock value accident coming in. Okay, so it's like a shocking piece of truth coming in because we mix Mercury and we mix it with Mars, and that's what you got. It's a shock value. Something unexpected comes in. And when I see this, like if you look at this, it's kind of a neat card, combination. When you look at this, I never actually noticed this until today, but you see how this is all lit up, and then you have this coming in, and you can see the sunlight coming in from this. It's like, you know what? There's some sort of shock value or some sort of breakthrough or unexpected news, an unexpected event, or maybe unexpected people involved. But you can see the light is shining right down onto this tower. It's like you find out something going on to do with these things. And if you look, it's just neat the way the light actually comes in, basically based off this card. It's like a shocking revelation, news, information. Somebody sees something, somebody tells you something, or you find something out, but it's of shock value, okay? So we are going to take a card from this deck, or two. Okay, we've got two of them, it looks of it. Okay, so this is good, great things come to those who wait. Patience pays off, remember that. Okay, so this is something that's been dragging on for a while, and you know what? You might have had your suspicions that something's going on, so you've been taking your time, you've been having your patience, you've been kind of watching carefully as this transpires or whatever's going on. It's probably a due process, a chapter by chapter, step by step. And there was something else that came in a couple nights ago, and I was thinking about doing this reading, and there was, and where it came from was off the clock. So I looked at the clock, and it was 1, 2, 3, and then 12 hours later, I woke up, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a step-by-step staging process. So if you see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be of significance. And that told me it's a step-by-step procedure process, whatever you're doing and whatever you're looking at. But you've had a lot of patience with it. So it's just saying continue with your patience. And good things will come because of it. So it's just like don't make emotional judgments, don't make emotional decisions or choices. Basically, take your time with it, take a really good look at it, and patience pays off in a very, very good value, right? So take your time, and I think you have been taking your time. So at that time does also allow study time, it allows investigation time, it allows research time, and that's what pays off. It comes back in tenfold, okay? So here's flexibility, and here's the flexibility card. So flexibility, being willing to change, alter, try different things, and being open to suggestion. Okay, so this is again, taking your time is definitely being flexible. Okay, so you might be a little bit of an intolerant person, but I guess aren't we all to a certain degree? But this is going to be where things turn around for you in a positive way. So whatever you need to know, it took time, effort, and patience and flexibility, altering the plan to get where you're going. Okay, so I am going to pull a card or two out of this deck. And I'm just hearing horns going off in the background here, so to me that is like alarm bells for this Tower card. Okay, so the Star. Okay, so this is a different deck. It's the Star, the Garb or Gay card. It's the Star card, Major Arcana. Can cause love or hate. Make one ignorant without sense. Delivers family from other magicians, and can from one place or place to place. Okay, so this is a new card, a new deck I'm using. So it can cause love or hate. Can make one ignorant without sense. Delivers familiars from one magician. Delivers familiars from other magician. Can move from one place to place. Okay, so this to me, when it came out, was kind of sideways. So again, this kind of does, so usually the Star is usually wishes, hopes, dreams come true, but it actually came out kind of in the negative or the upright or the reverse value, which would be the opposite. So this would be, it can be the love turned to hate. This can be the card of hate. Things didn't go as planned. Now this can be, what you find out. Somebody's pulling a fast one, things going on under the table. And it also can be like a love relationship that turned to a hate value in a real short hurry. And this involves somebody who is fairly ignorant, disrespectful, not a lot of sense. And this would be a busybody. Is another card. Again, I'm just taking my time with that card because this is a new deck. I might grab that in one of the drawers. This person is not who you thought they were. Put it that way. Okay, and this is by the traditional tarot. This would be the Page of Cups. So this is Stolas, the Stolas. Teaches anatomy and values of herbs and precious stones. This is very monetary. There's a bunch of sixes here. Again, this is pointing to, yes, money, finances, investments again. This has got to do with money, and one is in reverse and one is upright. This particular combination of cards, this is somebody who needs to be taught values in life. And it says herbs, but herbs is plants, and herbs is very grounded and very based because that's where they derive from the earth. So there's a certain amount of grounding, and there's a certain amount of this actually kind of came up in the pre-spread. It's something like somebody needs to be taught the basic values in life. Basic values are value systems: respect, loyalty, integrity. Doing things that, making good choices, making choices that are not based upon personal gain, making the right choices when nobody is looking. This is a problem here, I can see. And so it's basically someone needs to be taught values, value systems, virtues. They need to be taught about universal law, those types of things, spiritual law, right from wrong. And when you do the wrong thing, there is going to be karmic consequences that come down the road with that. So just keep that in mind. And when sixes come up, that can be about money issues and a serious imbalance. And so this is somebody, because this is the Star card, but it's in reverse, when it kind of flipped up, kind of sideways and in reverse. This could have been somebody who portrayed themselves in a certain way, or you might have thought a lot of them very highly of them at one time, but that got slipped upside down. So you don't look at this person the same, because there is not a real good value system within this person. And we'll leave it at that, because that's essentially what it's saying. This is something that, a situation that's been going on for a while, because there, like I said, there has been a lot of time and patience and flexibility that's been involved with this. Okay, we'll take this card. Okay, again, solid foundation. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Okay, this is trying to figure something out. You're trying to build something, move forward to something, but in a solid fashion. When you have a hammer, and there could be sabotage, and obviously there is, because with that one card in the priest, right, it was like hidden transactions is actually one of the things that came up, and you know, is under the table, things going on in the background, like slippery. Okay, so this is hand of cards, taking a chance, a risk, strategy, opinions, not showing hand, gambling. Again, like the not showing hand, that fits perfectly. It's just, you're trying to do something, build something in solid foundations, but somebody is doing something in the background. They're not showing their hand. It's not above board. There's things hidden below the surface. And this keeps on coming up over. It's the same repeat message. I don't think I've had the same repeat message in a reading as many times before. Or, you know, or it could be there's more than one thing going on in the background that's a little slippery. Like it could be a couple things going on. Yeah, and you have concern. So there's concern about this. So this concern has been going on for a while, and you've had patience to sit and patience and time to sit and think about this, contemplate this, investigate this, take a good look at this. This has been a little bit of a long, drawn-out process. And again, to do with money, like I said, the Ten of Coins, it's got to do with money, investments, inheritances. Usually the Ten of Coins is an inheritance, so it could be in estate payouts, insurance payouts, wills, anything estate linked, properties with those kind of things. It could be lotto money that's been put somewhere else, or you know, your income or bank accounts that maybe other accounts have been started in the background that you don't know about, or there's money missing out of savings accounts or investment accounts. It's something like that. And so there's going to be like a shocking revelation, but there's also going to be the shocking breakdown for whoever you're involved with. But that breakdown with the person who's of the low vibration pulling this stuff becomes your breakthrough. Okay, so and when you're trying to build, again, sabotage and hiding conduct, basically. Again, interrogation. This is somebody who keeps on doing something over and over again, but not with the same. It's consistent bad behavior. We'll leave it at that. I guess maybe when you sit back and think about it, like this guy is this is repetitive behavior throughout probably a fair amount of years or time span. Whoever you're dealing with, they keep on pulling things, but maybe different people, maybe different subjects, different topics, business, could be, you know, with friends, but they keep on doing the same behaviors over and over. It's just different people, different topic, different subject matters. And this can have to do, again, a mature woman. This can have to do with a woman, but this is not sex related to specifically female. So this can be a man or a woman. This is showing a woman, and again, we have sixes. We have whoever this person is has got to do with his money, finances, assets, and very, very out of balance, and they have an imbalance in values and value systems in life. It's somebody who needs to be taught the basic respect, the basic golden rules of life, if you want to call it that. They somehow missed out on this throughout their growing up years for whatever reasons. You need to be taught the virtues, universal law, integrity, loyalty, principles of life. This is somebody who missed out in the younger years. This is showing a woman, so we definitely know it's an older woman involved, but it could be an older man because it's not male or female distinct, okay? Okay, so we'll put that guy back, and we are going to pull a couple cards into this guy. And when I say this can fall back to the younger years, this can actually fall back to how this person would have been raised in their family as a youngster, okay? Yeah, again, this has got to do with money. So this is money, this is missing money, lacking something. So this is lacking integrity. It can be lacking love. It can be lacking respect, lacking loyalty, lacking value systems. Again, this can be lacking money from any area of the state, checking account, savings account, investment account. It's money being altered or lacking in some form, but it's also the lack of basic golden rules of life, lacking integrity, lacking, the basic virtues in life. This tends to be somebody, I would say, who doesn't really have much of a conscience, okay? And if this happens to be a personal relationship within a household, like a married couple or those kind of things, there could be a total lack of love. And when this conduct has gone on for a number of years, it can be a lack of respect, not only a lack of love within this relationship. It's a lost value. It's a lack value in any way, shape, or form. And this particular thing, it wants to definitely point out to money. An empty cup of love is what she's holding out here. It's an empty cup. This is like a love lost. Maybe lost. Just love gone. Love falling out of love. Okay, again, we have the Faith card. So this can be somebody, again, when I would put this like this, again, just what I would have been saying, there is just a basic lack of basic humanity, respect, basic virtues missing out of this person. The Hierophant, the Faith card is the equivalent of the Hierophant, and it's got to do with higher help. So whether it's spiritual help, it could be, institutions, banks, it could be priests, it can be anybody, of a professional value. It could be a doctor, it could be a lawyer, but it also could be a dad or a father figure with mixed into this. But this is also somebody who you're involved with who does not have a lot of religious beliefs or religious stronghold, or I'm not going to say religious, it could be spiritual stronghold too, right? They don't have a firm footing on what the concept they should have at this age. Basic love, basic mutual respect. There's not a lot there for, again, it just keeps on backing up everything I keep on saying. There's not a lot of basic conscience with this person. Again, it could be a problem, like I said, this person just talks and talks and never shuts up. So as long as you're talking, you're not listening. And when you're not listening, you don't learn nothing. Again, the Queen of Swords, this keeps on going back to a woman, an older woman. So we have the Queen of Swords. So this is the card of Aquarius. So this could be an older female, but like it's not gender specific, but it's going to be somebody, again, the Queen of Swords, because this tends to show up in the negative value with this particular reading, the way it's going. This would be somebody who, again, can't shut up. They can't control their mouth. They can't control their words. It would be somebody who says mean, vile things. There'll be a lot of cursing, a lot of drama, a lot of swearing. When they can't get their own way, they would probably throw a temper tantrum like a 2-year-old child. Again, not gender specific, but it's definitely looking like there's an older woman involved, but this can be an older man. Like I said, they can be either sex. At this point in time, probably with the age that's kind of coming on here, that's almost a little bit of a disturbing behavior for somebody that age. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. So I'm going to pull 2 more cards, and then that will wrap up the reading. And you might find out something about this person. Because the Queen of Swords usually is call a spade a spade. And you might just eventually run out of emotional ties or emotional kindness with this person and blow your lid with them. That also is a card of the Queen of Swords, that energy. It's basically pulling all your emotions aside and, calling a spade, black and white fashion, emotionless, basically based on straight fact versus fiction. And it might come to that point with this because there's something not good going on here. Yeah, they're going to have a conversation. That's what I finished saying, the Knight of Swords, with the black and white straight up talk. It's going to be pushed past the point of no return, where someone's going to blow their lid with this person. And you're going to do it successfully by the looks of it. So this is perseverance. This is taking your time. This is good things coming to those who wait. You've been waiting for something to go or take place or do something or find something out, or maybe you're looking for something and you find something. But the Six of Wands is the card of success. So this is a success card. It's a victory card. You've worked really, really hard to get where you're going, and finally, you finally get this breakthrough, whatever you need to either clean something up, fix something up, clean up a detail, clear up a problem, or put somebody in their place, or maybe it's you're waiting for something to be able to do something in a positive fashion. But again, it's that good things come to those who wait. Patience pays off, and so remember that. And that came with a great patience and also very, very much versatility and a whole bunch of flexibility involved. This took a while to find out or get through or process or something like that, but it ends in a victorious way. So whatever that means to you, the Wands cards are usually Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're fire cards, and this has got to do with moving forward, growth, expansion, and you might actually in the end have a little bit of luck on your side, and that might have to do with this Tower card. Okay, but it's taken a lot of work, a lot of time, and a whole hell of a lot of patience to get where you're going. But it's either you're able to conclude something, wrap something up, finish something up, or you find something out that you need in order to move forward. And the other cool thing on this time, I didn't mention this at the start, but it's also a time zone. We're actually sitting, when I'm doing this reading right now, we are sitting on the super full moon, the partial lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces at 25 degrees. So it's the exact day. So this is a time to end, conclude, get rid of things that are no longer serving positively, resolve resolutions, and elucidate, which means on a full moon, things become very, very bright and you're able to see the unseen, the dark, the hidden realm. So that's really, really cool the way this, during this time zone, I'm going to say from September 17th to October 2nd, there's going to be a huge, huge transformation, a huge transition. It's very, very revolutionary energy during the bridge season of an eclipse season, okay? So there's great change coming in here. And so this might be punting somebody out of life permanently. You finally get where you need to go, find out something you need to be able to move forward. And that could very easily be cutting somebody out of life, fixing something up, cutting somebody out of life, because it's a negative drag energy, okay? So whatever that means to you. Okay, so we will conclude our reading here. Actually, we won't. I'm going to pull one of these cards because we are sitting on, look at this, on the partial lunar eclipse, and I'm going to pull that February. Okay, so February is going to be of significance. And this almost, when I see this, the first thing that comes to mind is a real windbag. Somebody who talks too much, blows a lot of hot air. But there's going to be something that's going to be significant with that person in February. It's got to do with money. Look at that. So, or it could be from last February. This could be something carrying on from last February that you conclude, about February time zone that you conclude during this eclipse time. And it's got to do with money. Money will be coming to you. So here, that's kind of a weird combination, but weird cool. Or it can be a complete calendar year, February to February. So take it as it lands. Either last February to do with money, finances, and money coming your way. And, that resolves something you need to bring that forward or bring it to fruition. Or it can be from during this eclipse season to next February 2025, or it can be both. So that's actually kind of cool. Okay. Actually, it might pay to cut this person out of life because this is a very low vibrational energy. Unfortunately, these types of readings, like I said, I've tried over a span of quite a few years, and fortunately, they tend to ring true. And it kind of gives you the information of the negative or the bad behavior going on in the background. Okay, so we will conclude our reading here. So I want on this another mention, and this can be for cross watchers, and this can be also reversed. Okay, so these can always, any reading can always be reversed. It can either be your reading, or it can be a person you're involved with, or if it's not that, it can actually be somebody in your environment. So it could be like a child, it could be like a neighbor, somebody close to you, a friend, etc. So take it as it lands. And so if this reading resonates, you like it, claim it, and seal it with a midnight kiss. And if you don't like it, it doesn't resonate, you can always ditch it. Remember, we are always, always, always at free will choice. And take the circumstances and the details how they fit. Don't make it fit. Either it fits or it doesn't. And sometimes many details will belong to one person, but some of the other details might belong to the other party. That's possible too. So take it as it resonates. It's for every level of awareness or state of awareness or consciousness. Anyway, so wishing you health, happiness, and many mixed blessings. And until we meet again, stay happy, stay healthy, take care of yourself, and take care of each other. And it's been a pleasure reading for you. And you know what? I hope this eclipse season brings some good, solid resolution and some really, really nice benefits and some really nice gifts for you being so patient and so flexible and taking so much time to process whatever's going on here. Okay? So until we talk again, and it's been an absolute pleasure reading for you. Bye for now.